Good morning, students. Today, we will be learning a new topic, how we connect resistors in series and parallel. But before that, I will ask few questions. Can you tell the formula to represent Ohm's law? V proportional to I or V equal to IR. If you want to know the current through a conductor, we can rearrange the terms in the formula and take I as V by R. So from the formula, we understand that the value of current I passing through a conductor depends on voltage across the ends and its resistance. So the current is depending on two important quantities. One is voltage and the other one resistance. In electrical circuits of radio, TV, and many other similar appliances, it is necessary to combine resistances to get the required current in the circuit. We can combine resistances either in series or in parallel. In today's module, we are going to learn how resistors are joined in series and how we can determine the effective resistance. That means the total resistance of a series combination using our knowledge of Ohm's law. In the given circuit diagram, you can find three resistors R1, R2 and R3. They are connected end to end. When resistors are joined in the way shown end to end, they are said to be connected in series. This series combination now is connected to a battery, a plug key and an ammeter as shown in the diagram. Now insert the plug key and note down the ammeter reading. Now change the position of the ammeter. You can insert it anywhere between the resistors and you can note down the ammeter reading each time. Do you find any change in the ammeter reading when it is placed in different positions in the circuit? It will be observed that the value of current I is same in every part of the circuit, which helps us to understand that current I in a series combination has only a single path to flow. So the current can pass only through a single path and it will be the same. So the current I is same through each resistor in a series combination. I value will be same. Now you can see along with the three resistors, the battery, ammeter, plug key, we have even connected a voltmeter here. This voltmeter is connected in parallel across the series combination. Insert the plug key and note down the voltmeter reading V. This reading V will give us the potential difference across the combination of resistors in series. Remove the plug key and also remove the voltmeter and connect it across each resistor separately. First, Let us connect the voltmeter in parallel to resistor R1 across the points X and P. Insert the plug key and note the voltmeter reading V1, which gives the potential difference across R1. In a similar manner, note down the voltmeter readings V2 and V3, which give the potential difference across the resistors R2 and R3. I think you're able to follow. We are removing the plug key as well as the voltmeter, which was earlier connected across the combination. Now we are connecting the voltmeter across each resistor separately and noting down the voltmeter readings for each resistor. When these values of V1, V2, V3 are noted down and are observed, we find that V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So we can conclude that the potential difference across a series combination is always equal to the sum of potential difference across the individual resistors. So we will have V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Consider the current in the series combination as I. We have already seen that I will be same through each resistor in a series combination. Now we are going to derive a formula for the equivalent resistance Rs for the series combination of resistors using Ohm's law. In the total circuit, V equal to I into Rs. This formula we are able to write using Ohm's law. V equal to I Rs, where Rs is the total effective resistance of the series combination. But we also have that V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now we can write the values of V1, V2 and V3 using Ohm's law. V1 is equal to IR1. V2 will be equal to IR2 and V3 will be equal to IR3. Now we will substitute the values of V, V1, V2 and V3 in the equation V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. We will get IRS is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. If you take I common from IR1, IR2 and IR3, we can cancel I on both the sides of the equation and we will have Rs equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So we can state this relation as the equivalent resistance Rs of the series combination is equal to the sum of their individual resistances. I'll repeat again. The equivalent resistance Rs of the series combination is equal to the sum of their individual resistances. We can even say that the effective resistance of the series combination Rs will always be greater than the sum of the individual resistances. The total resistance Rs will always be more than R1 or R2 or R3. In our Next module, we are going to learn how resistors can be connected in parallel and how we can get the effective resistance of a parallel combination.